Okay, guys, so my friend Antonia's over and she's gonna teach me how to make the most delicious steaks.
I am gonna teach you how to make the most delicious.
Size matters.
I mean, listen, I love
Show
New
off.
York. Those are very cute. But we're in Vegas, so we're gonna go with...
We're going big. I've never done a tomahawk.
Good, so you're gonna learn today.
Yeah.
So tomahawk, essentially just a ribeye. Any large piece of meat we're taking out of the refrigerator for like a good 2 hours. And I know that sounds crazy, but a meat this big, take it out, let it just sit here.
Okay.
This is close to 40 ounces. It can't receive seasoning when it's cold. So we have a little bit of chili powder, we have a little bit of smoked paprika. I didn't do any pepper because we have chili powder on it. Hand the olive oil.
Throw it on here?
I would let it sit now at least an hour.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So leave it, okay, season, grill it. After you grill it, a piece of meat like this needs to rest easily 20 minutes.
This is a game of patience.
This is a game of patience. So we're gonna go grill, we're gonna make some sauces. So 2 sauces, because I like a creamy sauce.
Okay.
And I like a highly herbed vinegar sauce. All right, let's get to the grill. I'm just oiling the grill a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so even though there's some oil on the steak, I'm just putting a little bit of grapeseed oil. Because it's been sitting for so long, do you see how it's actually started to sweat a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we want. You see how soft the fat is now?
Yes.
That's what we want. Now, ready for the sound we want?
Yes.
You heard that?
Ooh.
Okay.
God,
Now,
that smells, 2 seconds on the grill and it smells amazing.
what we don't want to see on the grill is so much fat rendering, right, that it's catching fire and that there's fire sort of engulfing the outside of the tomahawk.
Got it.
Only because too much fire has this sort of butane flavor that starts to happen. I like to see the entire thing brown.
Wow.
Okay, so as I start to move it a little bit, the entire outside is just gonna be charred. Look at that. We're gonna give them a little flip, and we're gonna do the same thing to that side now. I'm in charge of the meat is not in charge of you. Like, you almost can smell your fear. Grab it, pick it up, put it back down. I'm in charge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If this is the first time you are embarking on the journey of a tomahawk at 40 ounces or 46 ounces, use a thermometer. For medium rare, we want to pull it at like 120.
Okay.
We're gonna let this cook for another 5 minutes. I'll take it off, we'll let it rest, we'll make some sauces.
Okay.
Tomahawk off the grill.
Amazing.
Look at that. We're gonna make 2 sauces. We're gonna do the chimichurri, and we're gonna do the Alabama white barbecue sauce. Okay. Take all of the parsley that came from your garden.
Yes.
Okay. Grab big pieces of it. We're just gonna do that. Okay.
Animal.
Now I know I'm an animal. Oregano, a little bit different. So I'm gonna maybe take like 3 or 4 stems because it's very aggressive in flavor. I'm just gonna pick it just like that.
So you do want just the leaves of this?
Anything further down on the oregano,
we don't want it.
We don't want it. We've got chili flake. I'm gonna take the garlic and just kind of peel that little stem piece because it doesn't really break down. Now, because it's gonna go into our little like hand blender food processor, I'm just gonna add those in there like that, but I started it, right? So we're not dealing with like a large piece of garlic in there.
Okay.
We're gonna put some oil in there just so that we can get it to start to blend. A little bit of red wine vinegar, lemon juice.
Okay.
Go. There you go. Keep going.
This
and you can give it a little shake.
Shake it up.
Yep, shake it up. So doing it in the hand blender will emulsify it a little bit more so it has this like creamy texture to it. So adding a little bit more there, and I didn't...
Done?
Yep, go ahead, taste that.
Oh my God. This just smells amazing.
Taste up. This is your chimichurri.
Unbelievable.
Let's go Alabama white barbecue sauce, shall we?
Yes.
So let's go sour cream.
Okay.
I like to do like equal parts sour cream mayonnaise.
It's funny to be cooking with a chef in my kitchen because then it's like the form and function really comes to light.
To light?
Yeah.
So now you're seeing it?
I'm seeing it.
So Dijon mustard, whole grain mustard, they go hand in hand. Horseradish, hot sauce, and a little lemon juice, and a little red wine vinegar, and that's it.
Okay.
You want to taste it? Stick your finger in there. It's only us eating, go.
Okay, because if it's more people, you don't want to do this, right? That's delicious.
You're like, that's the one I'll eat.
It's so good. Okay.
20 minutes.
Yep.
Rested.
Patient.
Patience, okay. I'm gonna take this off the bone.
Okay.
Look at that. Perfect. She's like into it. When you're cooking, I love a medium steak. See how I cut it and I kind of shingled it?
Yeah.
Right?
Shingled it.
I shingled it.
It's like a roof shingle.
It kind of, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just place it just like that.
Gorgeous.
Okay. I want you to make all the guests that come to your house this tomahawk.
From now on, tomahawk. That's it. I promise.
So when you think of Las Vegas and you think about going to a steakhouse, there's a classic shrimp cocktail where the shrimp have been poached, they're nice and cold, they're served with some lemon.
The dry ice show.
And you have a cocktail sauce, and that's it. Classic Las Vegas shrimp cocktail. So we're gonna start with a court bouillon.
A court
bouillon. Essentially just like a little white wine, throw bay leaf in there, garlic, and the garlic, we just wanna break it up, okay? So you just wanna smack it with your hand. So I bruised it a little bit, see how it opened? So there you go, with like the heel of your hand. Cut some lemon in there, okay?
Okay.
And I might squeeze it a little bit as it goes in, that's it. The shallot, okay? We're gonna just cut it. So this is the court bouillon, okay? We're gonna boil it. It smells good, right? That's what the shrimp are gonna take a bath in.
Okay.
We're gonna put it on, we're gonna let it simmer.
This is just a bath for these guys?
Yeah, we are treating these shrimp with so much respect. And these are the shrimp here that need to be cleaned.
Okay.
Which I'd like you to do.
Perfect.
Here, there you go.
Thanks, chef.
And then take the head off, just give it a little twist and
Just
a
a
pull.
twist.
Twist and a pull.
Okay. Gross.
Okay, so just ready? See the body?
Yeah, but okay.
And then you just kind of take the body and just kind of peel it just like that.
Okay.
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 Done. So I'm gonna just take my paring knife and run it through the back. So we've got all our shrimp.
Tails on.
Taking your knife away from you.
Okay.
Okay, this is good. So bring our shrimp over. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to it now, okay?
Okay.
Now I'm gonna turn it off because we don't want this boiling. Now you're gonna throw them in. So the shrimp is just gonna gently poach in there. So come over here and look at these.
They're beautiful.
They're gorgeous, right? And I had to do nothing. Mind you, they were only in there 5 minutes. That's it, that's all they take. Ice, it's just gonna stop them very quickly from cooking. Now they're gonna dry.
Okay.
And they're gonna be ready.
They look delicious.
Now we're gonna make our sauce. Base of cocktail sauce, ketchup.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that the base
I had no idea.
You were this many days old when you found out the base of cocktail sauce is ketchup.
And it's a lot of days old.
Horseradish.
Okay. I love horseradish.
I do too. Here, let you open the Worcestershire.
Do you want 1/2 a lemon or
Yeah,
2?
let's just do one.
Okay.
You can make cocktail sauce days in advance. You can make poached shrimp 2 days in advance and just keep them like
In the fridge?
In the fridge, yeah.
It's time to go Vegas style.
Vegas style. These are pink peppercorns. That is a little bit of dried hijiki, which is a black seaweed, and then some rehydrated seaweed on some of like some rock salt. So you just like made it super, super fancy.
So fancy.
Okay, but hold on, watch this. So we're gonna put the cocktail
I love good
sauce.
platters.
We're gonna do a little bit of some lemons all over.
Pretty.
Okay. So we can use this as a garnish.
And this is just like a regular old plate. This is cool though.
Right, okay, so we've got some lemons. Hold on, these are the most adorable things in the entire world. Little like hot sauce, so everyone has like their little thing. Now, ready for this?
Yes.
Good, you can put them on the side. Stick them all like off to the side like this.
I'm literally gonna make a stripper shrimp. What? Look at her. Stripper pole shrimp.
How about this? There's some dry ice in there right now, okay? Watch this. Hold on.
Whoa.
Stop it. Look at that.
This is so Vegas.
It's so Vegas, okay? And here's what you're saying is that
more
I know.
is more.
More is more. More is not less. Do you see how soft and succulent the shrimp is? This right now has like a softness to it, and because you didn't boil it. Shrimp has to be like poached very, very gently. Otherwise it can become very, very tough to cook.
Yeah. I love the plating. I love the dishes. I love how easy it is.
You love it.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay, I've let you into my life, into my home. It's time for you to go, but don't forget to check out my new show, Sin City Rehab. It's gonna be good.
So good.